Hey there, I'm Lance and I'm a gamer.
And I'm Sam and I'm a non-gamer.
And we are Love to Hate, where we help gamers find great games to play with non-gamers.
And today we're taking a look at Tinderblox by Alley Cat Games.
Tinderblox is a short and sweet little game that comes in this tin can right here. It is 3 to 15 minutes for 2 to 6 players, ages 6 and up. And with this particular game, it's very simple. You're going to have lots of little blocks, wooden blocks, that are going to represent different logs and parts of a fire, different embers of a fire. You've got red and yellow blocks. You also have cards in this game. And on your turn, what you're going to be doing is drawing one of the cards, and you will be using these plastic tweezers that come in the game, trying to pick up the different items that are on your particular card out of the tin can and placing those items as you need to be on, as depicted on the card that you've drawn, on top of the fire, because there's going to be 3 logs that start off the game on the starting card that represents the fire that you're building with all the other players, and you just need to place your particular components on the fire any way that you can get it on there as it matches on your particular card. And if you can do that without knocking anything over, then you're safe. And then it goes on to the next player and they have to do the same process, and so on and so forth. And if you knock things over, then you're out. And that's all there really is to this particular game. It's very short and sweet, and it's got this little theme of building a campfire. So, hence the name Tinderblox. So, Sam, let's jump right into it. That was the 30-second rules portion of this video. So let's get into our highlight bullet point moments with this particular game. What stood out to you about Tinderblox?
I mean, it's very easy to play.
Yeah.
Anybody can play this game.
Absolutely. If you have a steady hand, you can play this game. So hence the reason why it is for ages 6 and up. So I think this is a good family game that you could play. What else stood out to you about it?
It's a great travel game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect. So
yeah, I love that it comes in this tin box, and as you can see, the components, you don't have to jam everything in here. The components fit pretty nicely in this game. You've got just a bag for the blocks and the logs, and then you've got your cards and your tweezers underneath, so everything fits nice and easy in this one. What do you think about the gameplay for this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a dexterity game, so there's, kind of like Jenga or something.
Sure.
It can be over really quick if there's a slight,
Yeah, I think the game is pretty challenging, quite honestly, or at least I found it to be be challenging.
You found it more challenging.
I was not very good at this game. You were pretty good at this game. I guess it depends upon what card you draw, obviously, and I do think that there are some cards in the game that are much easier than other cards. And if you get the card that's just really difficult to do every time on your turn, or at least if it feels like that for you, you might get frustrated because you're like, man, when can I get an easy card? That was my experience with this game. I don't know. What did you think? Am I being too nitpicky on this?
I didn't think I had that hard of a time as you did.
I'm telling you, she was actually really good at this game. I could not believe she was able to stack some things on
everything up in our
here.
house.
Okay. Yeah. What does that got to do with this?
Picking things up, putting them where they go.
Yeah. What did you think about the theme with this one?
Yeah, it's a cute little theme. It goes with our, camping vibe that we have for traveling. Yeah. So it's definitely going in our new travel box.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the theme. I love the name of the game, Tinderblox. I love the way it looks out on the table because it actually looks like a campfire. Yeah. And that's pretty cool that it fits with the theme as it looks out on the table. So it is probably a one-trick pony, as is the case with a lot of dexterity games, though, right? Like, I mean, if you can balance things well, if you can position it well, make it more difficult for other people on their turns, you get the idea of the game. Yeah. I think the real draw with this one, or at least what I saw, is that you use these tweezers. Yeah. And you don't really see that in any other game. I've not seen any other games that have tweezers. There was one other game, where you're digging up dinosaur bones. But besides that, this is the only game I've ever seen where you're using those tweezers to kind of place things out there. So that's pretty interesting and a unique concept with this game. So, one you would recommend playing with non-gamers?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. I think this game would work well with just about anybody, People who've played games, people who haven't played games. It's a nice little icebreaker game. So the game is Tinderblox. It is from Alley Cat Games. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know what you think about this one.
Make sure to like and subscribe and push that bell button so you get notifications of all our new content.
I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.